So here we go, exploring artist residency opportunities. And one of the things right away, the Career Center website has a lot of really great information. So under artist resources, you can find a specific category of artist residencies. And we've got, again, lots of different links, but I want to show you some of the best directories to use. One of the best directories you can use, definitely in the United States, is the Artist Communities Alliance. This resource is just fabulous. The organization is fantastic. And what you often are going to turn to is the directory. And in the directory, you can search by lots of different ways. If you know you want to be in a specific state, you can pick a state like New York. And then in doing so, you can find all the residency opportunities in New York. And you might find a residency like the Lower Manhattan Cultural Council and have one that's more urban. Or you may find one like the Wassaic Project, and the Wassaic Project is wonderful in the residency. It's RISD founded in upstate New York, so you're in a much more rural area. And these kind of residencies, again, have to kind of fit you. Do you want an urban experience? Do you want a rural experience? There are lots of different kinds of residencies. Another thing you can do at the directory is you can search by identity, gender, resources, facilities. So you can find residencies that, again, really fit the things that you're looking for. You might find one like Kindred with a wonderful focus on BIPOC and Argo Forest. And you can also, of course, search by discipline. So if you are and definitely want and need facilities that match your discipline, you can search by that. So in this case, sculpture, and you might find Art OMI, and lots of different organizations that support your needs and your discipline. Now, I really recommend when you're at the Alliance site that you sign up for their newsletter. It's free. I also included a link for that. And with the newsletter, I think you get it each month. It gives you the deadlines for the current residencies. It also showcases a lot of new residencies, and those might be ones for you to look at and consider as well. Now, if you're looking worldwide, one of the best directories is Res Artis. One of the funny things about the site is it's always slow to load. It's the strangest site. You go to it, you put it in, and then it just spins, and you wonder, is it working? And it does work, but you do have to be patient with Res Artis. However, they have a really great mapping system. So if you know you want to look for residencies in South America, you can search by specific regions, see where the residencies are located, like Sakatar. You can also, of course, look in other parts of the world, such as Europe, search by country, and find residencies, again, in all of these different areas. There are so many special kinds of residencies that people often don't realize. There's been a terrific program with the National Park Service. You can even do the Hawaii Volcano National Park Residency, which is pretty amazing. And these residencies can even involve archaeological sites and the national park venue. Really impressive. There are residencies that have themes. So the Santa Fe Art Institute has done a wonderful array of residencies focused on themes of truth, sovereignty, food issues. It's really amazing. So if your work involves these themes, that might be a great residency experience for you. Also, individuals might want to seek residencies very concerned with nature or the environment, like Studio in the Woods. Residencies that are more digitally focused, you can find those as well. Or residencies that merge science and the environment and your work. And then there are just so many special residencies that sometimes don't even fit within a framework. The Elsewhere Studios has just got this amazing vibe to it. So again, what fits you? That's what's really important. So when you're at the site, our site on careers, you will actually find partnerships that we have. We have an array of partnerships. One of those we've had for a very long time is with Anderson Ranch. And this often happens that after you graduate or soon after you graduate, you apply for these opportunities. The Anderson Ranch one is about to open in December. This coming spring of 2026, we're actually supporting 4 RISD alumni. And the Career Center covers half the cost, and Anderson Ranch covers the other half. So this is a really great opportunity, and stay on the lookout for those emails and all that come to you. And we've had some really terrific alumni that have come through the program, like Ray. who've really benefited from these experiences. Skowhegan has their matching funds program, and we've had a really significant number of RISD alumni who've gone into Skowhegan. And once again, the Career Center covers half, and Skowhegan covers the other half in the matching funds program. And then we're really excited. We started up recently a partnership with Mass MoCA, and we have Mass MoCA here tonight. And we are currently supporting 2 residency opportunities. And you're going to learn a lot more about those tonight from Carolina. And of course, with Mass MoCA, you benefit not only from having space to do your work, but you benefit from the amazing complex of the Mass MoCA. Now, choosing a residency involves a lot of different factors. You've already been hearing about them. We've got a link, which is through the Alliance, a wonderful array of things to consider as you can think about residencies. And that can be involved in what are you looking for? What's your working style? Are you seeking community? Or do you just want to be focused in a more isolated way? What time of year do you want to do it? What kind of workspace do you need? Are you concerned about the networking that might come with the residency opportunity? Are there other resources nearby? There are many, many factors to consider. And of course, cost. Cost is always a really important factor. Once again, the Alliance has a really great page on figuring out your funding, the fees, and the fellowship. They even have a worksheet that you can use to kind of log in exactly what funding you might be gaining. So some things for you to consider: are there scholarships? Is there funding? Are there stipends involved? Is housing provided? Are meals provided? Are you in an individual space, a shared space? What are the costs for those? What kind of access to equipment? What about supports like studio techs? Are there exhibition opportunities through the residency? Is work documented? And what about alumni networks and many other factors? So there's a lot here for you to consider. And we've got links for other things to think about. It's really important when you look into a residency to do your research, know what you're getting into, and make sure that you can do it and that you're qualified to do it. You know, there are even age restrictions. At times, a lot of residencies require that you need to be 21 or older to be in the residency. You also just want to make sure it's going to be worth your effort. You might be missing work or employment when you do it, so you want to calculate all of that. Don't miss deadlines. Deadlines are extremely important. Always kind of trick yourself by making a deadline that's earlier so that you don't come right under the gun on that deadline. Really review the application closely. Make a draft, get feedback on it, show it to people, get more feedback, revise it. And especially, and this is the biggest thing, don't be discouraged by rejection. It's important to apply. There's lots of wonderful people who apply to these opportunities. There's only so many spaces, and you just have to keep applying, especially if you really believe in the residency and what it can do for your work. So keep all of that in mind, okay?